Speaking of the GOAT, son, you consider Lil Wayne a GOAT?
He's weird for me.
Yeah.
Man, you guys got to think about that, huh?
He's weird for me. I don't know.
Can we establish that there are multiple GOATs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At
So
this point,
we got the
it's a list.
baseline.
At this point, it's just a list. It's
Okay.
not even worry about who's number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is Hope, but carry on.
I would say
For his time.
Does he make me? Does he make my 15?
For mid 2000s, from early to mid to towards, let's say, 2009, 2010 ish.
Nah, I'd give him more than that.
I'm not giving him past 2012.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Nah,
Sorry.
I disagree with that.
Sorry.
Wow.
But that's your opinion. I feel like when he dropped the Carter,
The first one?
the first one, I think it was.
Nah, son. I wasn't feeling the Fireman. Fuck out of here. I didn't like that song. Son.
Nah.
Did you like the mixtapes?
I like the mixtapes.
Do you think they add to the
shout out to Joel Santana as well, right? Around that time with those mixtapes.
Yeah.
I never listened to a Joel Santana mixtape.
Yeah, no, they were dope. They were dope.
I felt like Dipset's trash.
Okay.
It's just a feeling. I got no substantial evidence to back that up.
I'm letting you go.
What was your question, Ramon?
Is he a GOAT, Lil Wayne?
I'd say yes. I'd call him a GOAT.
Okay.
I'd call him a GOAT.
And you still thinking? No, you on the fence.
I'm on the fence about it a little bit.
Oh, and to yes to his mixtapes because they're all considered bodies of work.
Sure.
So when is he rapping on his mixtapes? Yes. Are the beats as solid as his albums? Sometimes the beats on the mixtapes are better
than the album. Like I've never heard anything like Dedication from him.
Yeah, Dedication is
Dedication
No Ceilings. No Ceilings.
I didn't hear that one.
No Ceilings. No Ceilings was high.
You're not the first person I hear say that. I need to seek that out.
Yeah, No Ceilings was dope.
Okay.
No Ceilings was dope.
So what do you think about the new album, Funeral?
Hold on, sorry.
Let Snow Go.
15. With Lil Wayne, where he may have to, and I'll probably have an answer for you at some point, especially after because I haven't had a chance to listen to the album yet, right?
The new one?
The new one.
Okay.
When I was in college, he dropped the Carter, right? Mm-hmm. And his ascension to the top, because before the Carter, he did 500 Degrees. And although I didn't like sonically what was going on in the album, his bars were starting to change. The way he was doing the bars. So you got to separate the instrumental from the bars. They were starting to change. And it started making me respect him more as an MC as opposed to just being a Southern MC, right? Because everybody, like Scarface does that. UGK does that. Outkast does that, right? So,
is New Orleans in the South?
They consider South.
Yeah.
So when his the Gold DJ and all that started happening, and then the features started happening, son, for a minute, from that album, the Carter going forward, son, every month he was on 2 or 3 people who had hits, and his verses were on fire.
Arguably better than.
And then he had like a good 6 summers where you couldn't avoid him. He's on everything. If it wasn't his project, he was on everything.
His man's them 6 God.
Wait, before Drake.
Before 6 God. So is it fair to say?
Remember Millie and all that?
Yeah.
Son, everybody was trying to get another Millie. Even Busta Rhymes was mad at the dude who made the Millie beat. And the dude that made the Millie beat was like, yo, I gave you one.
Yeah.
I gave you one, and he did, and that track was dope. But Millie was gobbling up everything. And if you just look at everybody who really loves Wayne at that time, this is from 2004 all the way up to 2010. Because now when 2010 gets here, who's bubbling up? Drake is starting to bubble up.
Yeah,
right.
But Wayne is still the it guy.
Yeah,
our boy Hove, who I'm still mad at him for dissing AJ, and then he came back.
Who the fuck's AJ?
AJ and Free from 106 and Park.
So fuck AJ.
What's wrong with AJ?
There's nothing wrong with AJ, but I didn't like what he said to AJ on the show.
What did he say?
He
said, Remember when he was like waving the 4-5?
It ain't to play games with you.
Right. It's to aim at you. So basically, when Hov said he was retiring, and AJ was kind of like trying to leave the door open for him, like, hey, don't. It's like me telling you, like, yo, son, chill. What you doing?
Yeah.
Right.
So he took a shot at AJ on TV while talking to AJ, trying to make him look like he's stupid, like
And then he came back.
And then he came back.
And he never apologized to AJ.
Of course not. Why would he?
Where's AJ today?
He just fucked. He fucked Free.
Entertainment Tonight.
Okay.
So
he just fucked with Free.
And either way, I just didn't like that. But
all right, fair.
even at Jay, because Jay used to have all the summers, right? That's Jay's thing.
Right.
I'm gonna kill the summer, but I'm gonna have the
Boy,
album in
held
the
you
winter.
down for 6 summers. Where's the love?
Exactly. So Wayne did that and more. I felt like Wayne had more summers than Jay at a certain point.
Wayne had summers, fall, springs.
Somebody's gonna roast you in the fucking comments.
So I am a Jay-Z fan. I don't care what they say.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, like, you cannot. The only way you can argue it is if you just do not listen to the artist that we're talking about right now.
I think that's a very clear distinction. You can't argue that Wayne was consistently hot. But Hov is just Hov.
Hov is Hov.
There's a difference.
And I'm not taking... When Hov come, the needle moves all the way.
Yeah, there's a difference.
But who was consistent through that time when Hov was playing with it?
Yeah.
Son, Lil Wayne.
So is it fair to say if you had to get a feature on your track, it would be Wayne?
Over Hov?
Anyone.
At that time?
Anyone.
Or now?
You know how you say who's taking your last shot? What would you say?
Nah, it ain't Wayne.
It ain't Wayne.
It ain't Wayne.
Really?
It's
it ain't
not
Wayne
Wayne
for me.
But no. Wait.
Who you going with, Drake?
Wait.
If I got access to Hov, I'm going to Hov.
Wait.
Hov is not a good feature. Hov is not a good feature.
Hov is a good feature if you got the right beat.
He's not known for features.
I've never really heard a super strong Hov feature.
R&B features.
I don't make R&B. Come on, light skin. You think I make R&B music?
Well, there's a case to be made for that.
Okay. So
tell me how you feel.
So y'all telling me Talk Up? Y'all telling me Jay-Z Talk Up wasn't right?
Talk Up. Talk Up.
Y'all telling me that song with Drug Dealers Anonymous? Because that's not Jay-Z's song.
With the one with Pusha T.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's different.
But we talking about features though.
Right, but it's not the greatest feature from Jay-Z.
But it moved, son. No one's when we talk Up, we're not talking Drake's verse. When we talk about Drug Dealers Anonymous, Pusha T, who I love, and is one of the top.
So
MC,
you're
period. Son, people talk about Jay-Z thing. Damn, Daniel. He threw a meme in the rhyme, which he's been pretty good at, right? Like, I'm still gonna go for him. I'm still gonna go to Jay.
Not for features for me. Sorry.
Is there anyone between Jay and Wayne for you?
We're talking about the last shot though. We're not just talking about just a random feature on your album. We're talking about the last shot.
Nah, you need this.
Because if I get Jay on the album, right? Or my song, it also means that Jay fucks with me. So I'm gonna get a hot verse from him. If he don't mess with you,
that is a very valid point.
Right.
That's a very valid point. You are solidified now.
Thank you.
Where you at, Twan? Who's taking your shot?
Are we talking time?
No.
So this
You're
is
coming with some
across the board.
KRS-One shit, ain't you?
No, not at all.
He's trying to bring Pac and Big into it.
No, I wouldn't even.
Did
I
Big
wouldn't
do
even say-
features?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. And Big's features was Big features were mostly underground. Like he did one with they called him Crustified Dibs, but then he changed his name to something else. I can't remember.
He should have changed his name.
Crustified Dibs was fucking crazy.
No, let's change that name. That's what we're gonna do.
It sounds disgusting.
I don't know.
Crusty Dibs on crust. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
No shout out. No disrespect to you, fam. This is the first time I'm hearing your name.
But Big followed a trend that was pioneered by Puff. Jay followed a trend that was started by Big, pioneered by Puff.
Pause. Shout out to R.A. the Rugged Man.
R.A. the Rugged Man.
My
That's
God,
him.
I didn't know. Yo, Rugged, I didn't know that was your first name, B.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Good
have no
change.
idea who R.A. the Rugged
Good
Man
change.
is, nor Krusty the Clown.
Good change, Rugged.
Listen to R.A. the Rugged Man, now once known as Crustified Dibs, featuring Biggie.
Okay.
That first of all, the beat was crazy. The lyrics was crazy. But that's another story.
I'm about to say some wild cowboy shit.
Who's taking?
Biggie's overrated.
We're not
All right,
going.
we're
ahead,
not
son.
going. We're not
Go ahead,
going.
go ahead.
We're not
Go ahead,
going.
son.
there.
Go ahead.
We're not going.
Yeah,
there.
Go ahead, son.
Who's taking my last shot? I'd say Drake.
I knew you would go with Drake. I fucking knew you would go with Drake.
I'd
son.
say Drake.
You know what's annoying about that? When I look at my Spotify playlist,
It's Drake.
It's a whole lot of Drake.
fucking Drake.
Son, I got
son.
because I don't want to keep derailing this conversation. Son, I got so much slack for what I was saying in personal circles about what I was saying about Drake, and I said, yo, he will. Before they did this, I said he will be the artist of the decade.
Yes,
And he is.
And
Agree.
he became that. And I was saying this 3 years ago. He's gonna be the artist of the decade.
I fucks with Drake heavy,
Yeah.
but Wayne's taking my last shot. Fuck you, people.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
So with that being said, you guys haven't listened to Funeral yet.
I haven't listened to Funeral yet.
I onced over it. I'm like 1.5 listens in.
Okay, so there's a particular song on Funeral called Mamma Mia.
Yes.
Wayne
One of the better ones, no?
Wayne snapped on that. Wayne,
I don't like the beat, but Jesus Christ.
nah, I like the beat. But a beat aside, and Jay Electronica is from New Orleans, but count Jay Electronica out for a second because he's an anomaly. Wayne snapped so hard on Mamma Mia. I feel like that is the best Wayne verse ever, or the best Wayne, the best Wayne verses.
I need to listen to it again with some intent.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on that. I don't disagree. I'll just get back to you on that.
Whoa.
Can I say I get same thing Snow just said. I get crucified in a lot of circles for when motherfuckers just talk about MCs as barred up and your top 10 and your top 5. Son, Wayne's always there for me. Always.
It's tough.
And motherfuckers be like, Wayne? I'm like, yeah, like who? Son, I wish a motherfucker would like a tree in this bitch. Son, he's been at shit like that for years.
That shit, you see that metaphor, how he put it, that is heavy in Mamma Mia.
Yes.
But to 1,000. To 1,000. Like, you know what's so sad about listening to Lil Wayne at this point in time? He went through such a tumultuous, if that's a word, tumultuous.
It is now, goddammit.
Yeah, fuck it.
Tumultuous.
He went through such a tumultuous 2016, mid 2017.
Was that the jail
17.
sentence?
No, that's when he had the issue with Baby.
Okay.
So where he was like, okay, you taking everything when I make an album, I'm not making an album.
Yeah.
So what happened was when people were waiting for the Carter 5, it was like, well, all right, son, well, where's the Carter 5?
Yeah.
Nope.
And that's just business getting in between shit.
Yeah.
That's really what that is.
And the problem with that is nowadays in this so-called microwave era, everything is on fast forward.
Yep.
So, my man, if you ain't on that bullet train, if you left at that stop, guess what? Bye.
Yeah.
And even for a Wayne, he can suffer from that, if I want to call it jet lag.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't putting out product, but everybody expected Wayne. And even when he put out the Carter 6?
6.
The Carter, when he put out the Carter 5.
This is Carter 6?
No, not 6. It was 5. The one before Funeral, right before Funeral. That was a good attempt but everything sound dated.
Son, yeah. So, first of all, Wayne, I find, is wild inconsistent.
Yeah.
From what perspective?
Just his bars and delivery is like, son, some albums are just fucking spectacular. Like if I were to say Hove is the bar for consistency,
Right.
Wayne is not that. But that doesn't mean that Wayne can't trade shots with Hove.
I believe he can when Wayne's
When he's
back is
motivated.
against the wall.
That's it.
When
And,
that's
and
the
this is my
motivation.
thing. I don't think it's sometimes he's genius, sometimes he's not. I think it's from a place of it could be unmotivation, it could be laziness, it could be he's just busy being high right now.
Right.
And some of the work where depending on where the work he's delivering slots into that is what we get. So sometimes I'll listen to Wayne and be like, fam, nope. And then he'll show up after like 2 years of no music on somebody's fucking feature. And I'll be like, wait, what?
Where is this Wayne on his shit?
What the fuck? What did you just say?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then he does it with a confidence that he knows he's doing it.
Yeah.
Like somebody must have said, yo, fam, you're out. And he was like, out? Out?
Yeah.
What?
Show me.
Right.
Show me where.
So I'm aware he's wild and consistent, son. But when this man shows up to ball, I fucking love it, son.
Yeah.
And maybe his inconsistency is what adds to his greatness. Because, son, Hove is boring.
Hove can be.
You get what I mean?
The-
And boring for Hove is different. Because, son, you're so consistent. Son, watching Mayweather on his 50th undefeated fight is fucking boring.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But that's Mayweather.
It's boring if you're looking for big punches. It's not
Yes.
boring if you are a fan of the sport.
There's no comeback story like he fell off and then came back and was
Yeah.
like,
If you're looking for the story, then yeah. Other than consistency.
So I mean, son,
I
fuck
watched
with Wayne.
Mayweather to the day he fucking like if he's in the funeral home throwing hands, I want to be there.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't quite. Mayweather's okay in my book. I feel like he could be a little more reserved, but yo, you
Right.
are who you are.
And my comment about with Jay is I never want Jay to retire. We need Bruce Springsteen. We need Frank Sinatra. We need those things.
Can I tell you that I don't know any Bruce Springsteen
Get the
songs?
fuck out of here.
You what?
I don't know any Bruce Springsteen
You
songs.
know.
Have I heard him?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
probably.
Yeah,
You'd be
you-
like, no, that's him.
You know him.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you can't show up and be like, yo, son was here for.
Right. And I didn't mean to say Frank Sinatra. I meant to say Tony Bennett. Like Tony Bennett's still going.
Ah, yeah.
Willie Nelson.
Is he still in? He's in
Yes.
Vegas, no? Tony Bennett.
Tony Bennett is wherever he wants to be.
Okay.
He's a mafia boss.
I'm tired of Tony Bennett.
And
Sorry.
and bro,
Fuck
do
that.
not speak bad about Tony Bennett.
Fucking
And
Vegas.
Willie Nelson still making albums, still on tour making
Snoop
albums.
said he don't
Like-
fuck with Willie Nelson's weed.
That's another
He
conversation.
said Willie Nelson's the only person that ever outspoken.
yeah. That was the time while I was still working there, by the way, when that happened. So
That's
there's
hilarious.
like wild stories that used to come through the building. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, wow, okay.
That's dope.
But Jay, I can listen to Jay until Jay is like on an oxygen tank because he's 110 years old.
Yeah. So you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't never not gonna get what you came here for.
Yeah.
So how you feel about the album?
I like the album.
Back to Funeral.
Yes.
You like it?
I like the album. I simply cannot get past Mamma Mia.
I need to. I'll dial it in. I'll dial it in again.
Like
It did stand out on my first listen. Like,
Yeah.
I had to come back here.
It's like when I heard it, and I want to say I heard it. It was like I heard it on my phone, and my phone just from the phone speakers.
Sure.
That is not a very good way.
No, because it's an
to-
iPhone, and iPhones are trash.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that because you might be right, but we'll get to that. But yeah, so that's the first place I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'm doing something else, Lil Wayne. So I pulled up Lil Wayne on Apple Music, and I'm like, okay. The first one is kind of Meek Millish, with the intro.
Yeah,
It was very Meek Millish.
that
I'm like,
fucking build up beat, yelling all shit.
yeah,
Sure.
So I'm like, okay. The next one, just a point of reference. That's all I'm doing. Just a point of fucking reference.
I think it's fair to say the first 5 songs on the album were very, very, very strong.
The next one, Mahogany. That was okay.
That was a lot of wordplay.
Yeah.
And I like how he was tying Mahogany to different periods of his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that concept was wild dope.
Mm-hmm.
On the first listen, I picked that up. I was like, oh, you know what Mahogany reminded me of?
What's that?
That playfulness that he has. Remember the Dr. Carter?
Yeah.
When she was like, we're losing him.
Yeah. That was on what?
Carter 3, maybe?
4 or 3.
One of them. Like, that's that playfulness that I love about him. Like, let me take you on a fairy tale story here.
Right. Then I hit Mamma Mia. And I'm like, why the fuck would you name a song Mamma Mia? And then I listened.
Shout out to ABBA.
Yeah.
So, sorry, super quick story. I'm in the house high as shit because the brownies are hitting like way too hard for no reason. So my wife comes home. And you take a shower with your wife, son?
I would love to, but these bathrooms are just too small.
New York problems.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so
no, new building in New York problems.
Yes.
Well, this is what I say to you. Go down. Should I say them? Because, it's not like they sponsor us.
Is it McDonald's?
To the W. Rent a room for the weekend. Plan a weekend in the city. And get one of those bathrooms. And you have yourself a shower with your wife, bro. Those bathrooms, those showers.
I will not indulge in your whore activity.
Those showers are amazing and can fit everybody in there.
Well, I will not indulge in your
W.
whore
I'm sure the
activity,
fucking shower, you can fit about 10 people in there.
The only W I acknowledge is Bush.
And Wu-Tang.
Have yourself
My bad.
exactly.
Wu-Tang.
Have yourself a shower with your woman, bro. Make yourself down to the W.
Yeah, we've taken well this is not a relationship podcast, but we've taken baths. Like we've gone away and
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. With the shower light.
Always in the jacuzzi.
In the jacuzzi.
Shower light, bro. Shower with your lady, B.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
So
I mean, I have showered with her, but I haven't lately.
when you get your house, make sure the shower is yay big, yay tall.
Most definitely.
Make it like the size of a drive-through.
So it's
Absolutely.
enjoyable.
That's about the size I need.
Yeah.
So we were getting ready to hop in. The water's heating up, and we're in the bathroom talking shit, and I just start humming ABBA. I'm just like, She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, yo, no, fam, like, don't talk to me like that. You're like, you don't know, you know how cultured I am. I've been about ABBA because my mom used to listen to ABBA.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, Google, play ABBA.
Whoa, come on, son. Come on, son. Wrong podcast.
What the fuck?
Fucking podcast. Okay, Google. Stop playing.
So I'm bullshitting because the bathroom door is closed. The bathroom door is closed. So I'm bullshitting, right? Son, the shit starts playing. She's like, wait, did it hear you? So now she's wild concerned because we got one in the bedroom and one in the living room. Yeah. And we're like the bathroom's a perfect triangle between the two.
Yeah. Same shit here.
So something picked it up and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we gonna rock out to this ABBA. and she was just like, yeah, I do like Mamma Mia. I was like, Mamma Mia? What are you talking about? She's like, no, ABBA wrote and sang. What in the fuck?
Okay, son, that is not me.
That's me.
Son, turn that okay shit off, please.
So
it's actually not even supposed to be on my phone right now. That's the funny thing.
Did it start on yours?
Yeah, it did.
Damn that.
God is watching you. So she's like, no, ABBA wrote and sang the music for Mamma Mia. It's like, holy shit, I did not know that.
Right.
I don't know how I don't know. It was just it's just one thing that slipped by me.
Yeah, details. That's all. It happens. You can't catch all the details.
It's the small things.
And then a week later, look at the Lil Wayne song list and see Mamma Mia. I was like,
yeah.
It's just funny how life works like that. Like,
it's just life seems to connect the dots all by itself.
So in general, right now, like I know you got a couple listens, and I think you already have a solid opinion. In terms of this album, without anything before or after, what would your rating be on it? Like out of 5?
Out of 5 for this me, you asking?
Yeah.
I'd say this is a solid 4.5.
Right.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Yes.
For a long time, I thought you didn't like Wayne.
No, I was the one championing Wayne when he was still Hot Boys.
Yes, that's the Wayne I don't want to hear.
Right, but
I was a fan of Wayne as Hot Boys too.
listen, so
We was fighting in high school because of that.
early
Wu
Wayne,
Tang forever, motherfucker. Talking about no Manny Fresh RZA.
early Wayne. Oh, and I'm gonna get to my Manny Fresh rant in 2 seconds. Early Wayne. This is young Wayne. Wayne, like, who the fuck is this little dark skinned kid with the hair?
Mm-hmm.
I said, and I've done this with a whole lot of artists. This is why I need to be somebody's A&R. I don't know, Def Jam, Universal, Sony Publications, Rock Nation.
Nah,
if y'all
just do
listening,
independent route, bro.
and yeah, whatever. Listen, I'm retiring soon. Somebody need to be listening to this podcast right now. However, I was the first person that said, "Who is this young boy, and why is he rap so good?" And he was rapping circles around everybody except for maybe Juvenile. Juvenile was the person you wanted to hear.
Guys, come on. That's like LeBron playing in his high school league. Go fuck yourself. I don't think there were wild amounts of talent on that going on in that group.
YG was
Right,
pretty
it
good
wasn't.
too, though,
It
bro.
wasn't. But there were
YG was pretty good.
YG was in Hot
BG.
Boys?
Sorry, BG.
Oh.
BG, right. However, when you're talking about a person that was able to put words together,
Yeah.
and make you say, "Wait, what did he just say?"
Yeah.
That was Lil Wayne then.
Yep.
And that's when he was writing his shit then. Then
This is where
fast
this is
forward
where it comes into play.
fast forward about 6 years in it, not even, I'd say maybe 6 years, 5 to 7 years later, where he's like, "Fuck all of you, I'm going the Jay-Z route. I ain't writing nothing."
Wait, Jay-Z doesn't write. Oh, you mean just not writing down rhymes?
Yes,
Yeah.
he doesn't. He formulates his
Gotcha.
rhymes in his head. He spits it. So if there's
Interesting. You can see a difference between those two wings?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
you can.
Yeah, I could see a difference between Jay and Jay then,
Jay
where
Hawaii
Jay
Sophie
wrote.
fame.
I never looked for it. Maybe I'll join you guys in that quest.
Jay wrote a lot of rhymes for Reasonable
Reasonable
Doubts.
Doubt.
All right. He didn't start
Volume 1.
not writing his rhymes until you can tell he was MJ with this.
Yep.
Then you can tell, okay, he's not writing his rhymes anymore. But Jay wrote some of his rhymes, and he even writes some of his rhymes now.
You want to know the difference? If you can find out the recording of Brooklyn's Finest, what year and month it is, and then find out the album that dropped from Jay after that, year and month, that's when you're able to tell.
That was
Okay,
Reasonable
stop writing.
Doubt. Or
Yeah,
Volume
Reasonable-
1.
Yeah, but
Reasonable Doubt was 96.
But everything wasn't finished when they did Brooklyn's Finest. Everything wasn't
Right.
done.
Right.
So you can tell there's a switch point in that album where it shows up.
I'm making sure I go gold when the weather folds. Just put away the leathers and put ice on the gold. That was written.
So interesting you say that. So one of the hardest whole verses I've ever heard was that Clinton Sparks freestyle. When he was like, "My calm is my armor, my charm and wit is like a leather bomb, I'll bomb your shit." And then he was like, it was something, as long as I'm something loved, and I could walk through water and not get wet.
I think that was written.
You think that was written?
I think that was written.
Okay.
When it comes to it might, and this is just me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you can tell if you listen really closely to a recorded song. You can tell when he spits the bars, when he says such and such, such and such, and such and such and such, and then it'll break, and then it'll go into another. He'll do 8, and then he'll stop.
Okay.
And then they'll record another 8, and then they stop. That's what people do when they don't write their rhymes. If they don't have a full 16 or a full, 24 written or in their mind already. Listen, remembering rhymes is very difficult.
Sure.
So,
But
especially
then again,
when they're new.
we're not rhymesmiths.
Right, and
But if
our brains
that's
is
your,
not right.
right.
Our brains are
if
not
that's your
trained
job,
to-
I gotta believe it really ain't that difficult.
Right, but you know what? For many people in that profession. It is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or like actors ad-libbing or what do you call it when what the actors do? Improv.
And now Wayne improvs a lot as well. He won't. He'll make something up in his mind, like when you hear him lighting up and then here he's ready. All right, he hear the beat. All right, I know how I want to approach this.
Sure.
I'm going to approach this way. That is all a function of writing a rhyme or attacking a track is what they want to call it. So now, once you know if you have the first 20 words that you want to say in mind, and I'll take it back, I take it down some. The first 10 words. You know the first 10 words you want to say is with this, that, and that. That is close to, if not 8 bars already.
Right.
So now, what are you going to say around those words? And then you have to be witty.
Yeah.
You have to have that type of, like Jay is a person that if you sitting down having a conversation with him, you know that you say something to him, he's going to respond in a very witty way. If it calls for it, being able to think on your toes.
Yep.
And respond accordingly. That comes from people that are very good wordsmith. Wayne is another one.
Sure.
Shout out to King Los.
King Los, yes. King Los.
But okay, so
very underrated.
So
you're
like
4.5.
So like
nice.
4.5. What was you?
I can't rate it yet.
Okay.
Because
double back.
So right now, what would you say? It'll be a soft one.
I feel like a 4.
You 4 right now?
Because my first listen, I'm usually listening for fuck shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll listen, if a track catches me, fine, I'll listen all the way through.
Yeah.
But my first listen of albums is usually like, I could vibe, I'll be back. I could vibe, I'll be back. Nope, fuck this.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I make note of the songs and never listen to again.
Right.
And then I'll come back and start to dive in.
Okay. But
so far there was like 1 or 2 songs that I kind of like, because it's a lot.
It's a
lot.
It's like 24 tracks.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Me and Snow was talking about this earlier. Like, I wish, just give me 7, son. Me and Snow agreed. 7 is it's the God number, son. It's the God number. 7 songs.
7
baby.
is the reason why we out here. This is why Tiana Taylor's out here pissed.
Why? Her album was fire.
Son.
Her album was fire.
He cut stuff from her album that's on actual songs.
Cut the fluff, baby.
Nah, fam. You can't do that.
That's why.
Not with her.
That's why we don't.
Son, thank you. Not with her, bro.
Hey,
nah.
Bro.
Look, don't talk about the second Jesus.
Son.
God sent this man here to die for your sins.
And Michael Jordan. They split the number 2 slot.
Michael Jackson? I don't know, son. Well, the third Jesus. Yeah, look, listen to me.
Michael Jackson and Jordan, they split number 2.
We don't go to the butcher because he got a big knife. You go to the butcher because he can trim the fat, baby. You understand?
Yeah, you know
I just need that lean meat.
Fat makes for a very good flavor.
You have a point, but I don't want it on my steak.
You can add some. You can leave some fat on my steak. But
all right,
yeah,
Snow didn't listen to it because he doesn't like Lil Wayne, so we'll move on.
We'll let Snow double back on this. We'll let him give his rating.